Okay, in the name of Allah we will start. May peace and blessing be upon Muhammad, the messenger of Allah. Number five, inattention and cognitive. Brain, or we can call it as sensory perception center or cognitive mind. We will know the difference between brains. Or brain is an organ, and cognitive mind is the quality of doing something in the brain. Okay. Previously we explained the relationship between heart and soul, inattention and desire. We talk how the non-Allah revelation as an external source through the mind will relieve the soul from the heart command. We called it illegal desire. And we talked also how the Allah revelations as an external source will get the soul in the heart's control. So we call the soul, when the soul will tend to whatever angel say, we called it instinct desire. We talked how Allah teach us, how could we get the soul under our or in heart's control, heart's command. Today we will explain the relationship between the heart and the brain, and the heart rational mind, and the brain cognitive mind, and between an inattention and cognitive. So if you look at the picture now, today we talked about how could you, or the relationship between your brain and your heart. Yes. The main idea very necessary to know the main idea to explain the general purpose of this object, and then we will prove it or support it by the Quran verses. The main idea is that now Allah revelation as an external source through the mind or brain, cognitive mind, will lead to false faith, or to the false faith and verified inattention to take place in the heart. So now revelation will result to the false faith and verified inattention. Both of them will take place in your heart, called burdened heart, and that will relieve the brain cognitive heart or the brain cognitive mind from the heart or from the rational mind. So the brain will tend to whatever the soul wants. Okay, and we talked before. Then the soul will tend to whatever the Satan say or the Satan want, and may the brain will tend to whatever the external source say, called conjecture, and the heart will follow what the brain cognitive mind say. On the contrary, the Allah revelation as an external source through the brain cognitive mind will lead to the right phase and braced in attention. Both of them take place in your heart, called sound or sound heart, which will get the brain in the heart command, or will get the cognitive mind in the rational mind command. Now if you see the picture, see here. Now external source may it will be TV, your father, religion, something like that will lead through your brain or cognitive mind. And what's happened if you take this non-revelation as an external source? Number one. Number three, that non-revelation will release for your soul from your heart command or heart control. Number three, also non-revelation will relieve your brain or cognitive mind from rational mind or your heart control. What's happened now? The rational mind will be inattentive to what's happened between the cognitive mind and the soul. And this external source, non-revelation, will close the relationship between 1 and 2 and 1 and 4. What's happened? 4 will order 2 and 5, this Satan will order 4, as we said and explained in our previous talk. We talked how he could pull the soul toward him. And what's happened? Number 5 can order 4 and affect 3. How? Because this 3, it's open. We called it open mind, open for everything. So Satan could affect 3 and order 4, and 2 and 4, it's without number 1 supervision. That's what happened when you get non-revelation as an external source. Yes. Um, on the contrary, now, if you get external source as revelation, listen here. If you ask me, or if you ask yourself, um, could, but um, the Bible and the Torah is a revelation from Allah, but there is some distortion and changing in them. Okay, the Bible, or in the Bible, there is such relationship between mind and soul and brain, and how you can get soul from in the heart command and take away or stay away from the Satan whisper, and so they feel um, Christianity or Christian, they feel like happy in reading the Bible, or Jewish also as well, because it is constant in the soul, and how could you purify it? It's constant in all revelation, in all books, holy books. But we have in the Quran all control over the soul and on the mind. Why? Because you couldn't get purify soul unless if you get yes unless if you get or unless getting the angel power, the angel support. And now in this moment today, and to or until Allah will inherit the earth and heaven, angel will not support anyone unless who is believe on Quran and Sunnah. So they can feel like happy, but they couldn't get angel inspiration. And that's what we explained in the previous talk. So the main weapon to get control is what angels. We also in the Quran we learn how to deal with ourselves, others, universal, but unfortunately many Muslim people stay away from the Quran, although they can or they could feel like happy in reading and understanding it. External source, if you get external source revelation, Allah revelation as an external source. Number 3, through your brain or cognitive mind. What's happened now? Now, listen here. Here, this external source, Allah revelation, will open the key, or we will open the lock, the relationship between 1 and 2, 1 and 4. Today, the key, where's the key? Who is the, yes, who is the who has the key? Who does has the key? Just now, today, rational mind. And before, who has, yes, who has the key or the key? The key today with certain house. But now, in this picture, the key with heart or rational mind. What's happened? Number 3 will get 4 in the one command or one control. So the soul will be in the rational mind control, and the number 2 cognitive mind will be in the rational mind control also. Number 4 couldn't order number 2 cognitive mind, so your soul will not be able to order cognitive mind. Number 1 message between or control message between 4 and 2 supervise, make supervision on what happened between 4 and 2, between soul and brain, between soul and cognitive mind. So he allowed just the positive reflection between them to build something good for yourself, for people, for your society. Number 5, Satan could order 4. So the rational mind now open the relationship between 2 and 4, 2 and him, and 4 and him, and closed the relationship between 5 and 4. So Satan could whisper your soul. And number 5 already could affect number 3. Why? Because Satan is very weak. Could change or make something changing in Allah revelation, because Allah has full power.